That's nothing time. Got it? Or you're going to go to bed. The next time we got to say something. Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for being on. We are having a few technical difficulties, so just trying to get it up and running, but I appreciate you being on.
I already chose it first. So that's like normal on the right, so that's fine because of the attitude theory. It's like, and driving your
Oh,
I
forgot.
Out of the way of the camera.
Oh, sorry.
You guys can sit anywhere you like. Couches, there's more chairs we can grab.
Can I sit on the ceiling?
Well, probably not there.
If you would like to. Be pretty impressive.
Yeah. What? You guys can sit on the floor. I'm just saying.
I don't think that'll be a pretty sight.
Don't be afraid of the couch.
Okay, no.
Don't come this way.
Yeah, no,
I just crossed over it.
But this here.
Don't come this way. Don't come this way.
It's just it's better than it's true.
You go to the screen. You go to the screen and you have presentation. You click on presentation and it automatically goes to the Don't worry about that. Just click on presentation.
I think this is very dangerous for me.
So you guys got two blankets covered.
Oh, I found myself on the couch and I want to
It's more exercise. I love it all the time.
It's plugged in. You just gotta turn it on and switch. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you.
You want the lights the same?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Alright guys, well thank you for being here tonight. I guess we're just a little bit, sorry for the little delay, trying to get it live for those on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. But tonight I just want to talk to you about an opportunity we have, and in a little bit, first I want to go into a little bit about the health of our nation, the current state of our health, just what's happening to our food, how that's affecting our bodies, and what can we do about it? Do we need to supplement? Do we need to? How can we get the nutrients that our bodies need to optimally work well? And through that, how can we boost immunity naturally? Lowering inflammation, losing weight is a big deal. Kind of a trending topic that I think a lot of people want to touch on these days. So we're gonna hit each of those and much more energy. So a little bit about me and my family. these are my siblings. I'm the oldest of 5. We have Reagan, Brooke. Where's Chase? I don't know. And Brecken, and my parents. And we got started with Neolife back. Somebody introduced it to my parents about 20 plus years ago when they first got married, and so I'm a Neolife baby. I grew up on these products. They kept us healthy, kept us out of the hospital, kept us out of the doctor's office, and I'm very thankful for it. That was all of us except for my dad. It was a little different story with him. He tried. I guess he kind of took the products every once in a while. He would when my mom asked him to, but not very consistently. So he ended up putting on a lot of weight and gained a lot of health problems through that. And he actually was 270 something pounds at one point. Had a lot of joint issues, heart problems. He was on multiple medications for anxiety medications. He had IBS, high blood pressure, heart arrhythmia, and just so many things that it was hard for him to do what he wanted, and he did not feel. I mean, you talk to him, he wasn't happy in that state. And through events of the Lord turning his life around and finally deciding to give Neolife a try, because he had tried for about a couple years, tried different diets, like we tried keto, we tried and carnivore, and even the starvation diet, I think. And they kind of temporarily worked, but then he would end up putting that all back on, all the way back on, and more health issues. I remember at one point, my mom ended up rolling him down the hallway in his office chair because his joints locked up because he was missing like key nutrients to keep joints flexible. It was just very bad on his body. So finally broke down, gave Neolife a try, and lost all the weight, got off all the medications, and he's kept it off for 7 plus years. So we're thankful for that. And so because of that, we decided we can't keep this a secret. We have to share this with people. And so I want to talk about the state of our health. I think it's important that we recognize and just realize where we are as a country, and the world in general, but especially America is one of the most unhealthy countries. We spend more than any other country on healthcare, on supplementation, on pharmacy needs, and we're still the unhealthiest country. So we got to ask the question, why is that? And so we're gonna break that down. Hello, maybe. Riley,
What?
you want to click next? Press the space bar. There we go. So we believe that there are 3 keys to optimal health, and that is through diet, weight management, and exercise, physical activity. And tonight we're going to focus on diet specifically, but all of these I feel like are the triangle to a very sustainable, optimal well-being. And this is how our diet should be. You look at the CDC website, and it makes sense. What we should be putting in our bodies would be minimal fat and sugar, right? Low processed foods, a decent amount of protein. We should be getting protein for muscle growth, and we need the amino acids from that. More fruits and vegetables, phytonutrients, all the things that are going to boost our immunity, and most importantly, whole grains. And we will talk on that because it is a big need in our bodies. It's actually one of the key nutrients we're missing. This is how we really eat, of course. We eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of fat and sugar. We eat a lot of protein, especially anybody who goes to the gym might know, like, protein is an important topic. Everybody's wanting protein all the time. And while that's good, you need to balance that with the amount of fruits and vegetables and the amount of carbohydrates, but grain oils you're getting in your body. But this is what the pyramid looks like. We actually consume up to 100, it's probably more now, I don't know when these studies were done, but it was 150 pounds of sugar per year compared to less than 10 pounds back in the 50s, I think. And that is one of the leading causes of inflammation. Sugar is directly correlated with inflammation, so many different health adversities, and it's just detrimental to us. 80% of people don't even consume 2 servings of fish per week, which we'll touch on omega-3s and the importance of that, helping with combating inflammation that comes from fat and sugar. 88% of adults don't consume even 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, which is, we need to get our fruits and vegetables. I mean, that's we see cancer rates rising, low immunity, sickness is on the rise all the time, and 92% of adults aren't eating at least 3 servings of whole grains, and we'll touch on true whole grains. But we ask, why is this? When the U.S. is number 3 in spending, we spend the most on healthcare, one of the highest spending countries on healthcare, and our life expectancy is pretty low here in the U.S. 70% of Americans are on prescription medications for something, whether it be anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, weight, anything related to that. And the number 1 killer is heart disease, which is 80% preventable by lifestyle change. So bad news, but good news. I think it's encouraging that most of this can be changed by our lifestyle. Number 2 killer is cancer. Over 40% will get cancer, and it's 2/3 of the time preventable, which is also like kind of a bittersweet thing. 2/3 of adults are overweight or obese, and diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death. 92% of type 2 are preventable or treatable, and even then it still comes down to lifestyle. So I think, that was a second slide that was not hidden. There we go. 3 out of 4 deaths are caused by chronic lifestyle-related issues. So we are what we eat, and the reality is that we just need to put back into our diet what we're missing. And so I guess that was a quote. You are what you eat, and the reality is that 75% of all chronic diseases are preventable. So again, good news, but also unfortunate. So we found some studies. What we aren't eating might actually be what's killing us. I think lower. They found, I don't know who exactly did this study, but it's been shown multiple times that the highest leading is whole grains. We are most deficient in whole grain oils, and I'll talk on the importance of that. But low fruit, low nuts and seeds, low omega-3s, and low vegetables. All of these top nutrients are what we are missing the most, especially in the USA. But you might say, I eat right. Well, I've talked to a lot of people who eat healthy. We've had some pretty good close friends who ate very healthy, all organic, all the expensive things, all that they can get from anywhere that's healthy. But the USDA actually did a study of 21,000 people and realized that not one of them they didn't get at least one nutrient of the 10 that they were looking for from their diet. And this was without supplementation. And some of the reason behind this is because of our nutrient depletion, which you may or may not have seen studies done on this, but like just for example, iron dropped by 21% in a bowl of spinach. This is a bowl of spinach. Vitamin A dropped by 38%, and vitamin C by 60%. You're getting less of that. We have to eat more of a certain thing. For example, I think apples. We have, in 1950, one apple, you could get 4.3 milligrams of iron. Nowadays, you have to eat 26 apples to get the same amount, just because we've stripped our soil that we're growing our plants from of the nutrients that are given to it, which is just crazy. We need to be taking care of that. So much, GMOs are a controversial topic because it's cool, but I don't think it's necessarily helping us in our lifestyles. And over 60% of the food that we eat, especially eating a lot of fast food, is highly processed. So all of those factors combined, plus one of the most essential was whole grain oils, which you may or may not know, but back in, I think it was around the time of the Industrial Revolution, efficiency and longevity of shelf life was what they were looking for. And they realized that they took just the whole wheat, took out the grain oils, they could have bread last on the shelf for, I think they extended the shelf life by like 2 weeks, and they realized they could do that. Well, then that was the point when they watched health, like chronic disease, rise and just average health go down. And so it's, I think that was a quote from a magazine, essential fatty acid deficiency is perhaps the most important health problem in America. So this is actually, the whole grains is what Neolife has based their foundational products on, and it's the reason they're here today. And so through that, since we're not getting it from our bread and we're not getting it from our fruits and vegetables, we have to find it from somewhere else. Time Magazine had an article talking about vitamins and supplementing to help with filling in the gaps, basically. And do we need that? Do we not? So 4 out of 5 Americans use dietary supplements. 80% of Americans are using some kind of supplement to either lose weight, to just boost immunity, whatever. But if that's the case, then why are we so unhealthy as a country? And I think the reasoning we found is because of just a lot of mislabeled things, a lot of hidden under the counter things that we don't know about, especially because to be certified doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have everything on the label that you put in it, and you don't have to put certain products in. For example, there was an aloe vera product that was sold at Walmart that didn't even contain aloe vera in it. It was just everything to make it either taste like aloe vera or have similar effects, but it was all synthetic. It was all just to make money. It was a money-making scheme. And same thing with multiple different products. Especially protein powders are one of the most dangerous out there. I always warn people when talking to them. They're like, "Oh yeah, I take a protein powder." The problem is that you're probably taking in something that's not good for you because a lot of the time they're not tested for lead or mercury or any of these chemicals, these metals, heavy metals that are toxic to our body. So just things like that. Like a lot of products out there are either not tested for purity or deliberately just put on the shelf to make money. And so what can we do about that? Who can we trust? And I bring to you Neolife. Neolife's been around for about 60, I think it'll be 67 years this next summer, maybe, so it's about 66 years right now. 1958, they have an incredible track record. They have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. They own their own manufacturing facilities to be able to, from source to table, be able to track everything that goes in and out. They're in over 50 countries, very big in Africa, and some of these places that actually have higher regulations and standards than even America has. They have an incredible scientific advisory board, and some of the top, they had one of the top toxicologists in the world, and just the most world-renowned scientists that we've been able to find. And so they've all been able to team together to create the scientific advisory board, which was started by Dr. Arthur First. A little bit about him: he was actually he invented oral chemotherapy, which at the time he was big in the cancer research. He was a toxicologist, and when he came across Neolife, he actually thought, well, what if there's a way that I can, instead of just trying to find a cure for cancer, what if we can get to the root of it and try and prevent it instead? Because there's a higher chance of preventing than curing it. And so he came into contact with Neolife, I guess, and told them, okay, listen, I will work for you only under one condition, that you let me build a scientific advisory board. I want the top scientists in the world. We're going to formulate products. You can do marketing, you can do whatever you want, but we're going to make sure that we have the best products. So he got together everybody that, like these leading scientists in the world, to formulate these products that actually worked and actually did what they said they were going to do. This is the current. He passed away in 2005, but the rest of them are current SAB members. Very knowledgeable. I've been able to meet quite a few of them, and they really have a heart for serving and making the world healthier. There's so much research done on these products, backing Neolife. The New York Academy of Sciences, the USDA especially, all of these, like I don't even understand the full weight of. It's hard to explain how big these companies actually are that are backing our science, but this and many more are behind Neolife and what we do. So we talk about natural. Neolife is natural, but we say that it's beyond organic because this is natural. These can be considered natural, and they are actually found in certain products. I actually just came across a shake the other day that was being advertised, and they were like, yeah, there's this new trendy thing about this like special algae that you can find, and it apparently contains a bunch of good nutrients. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, I'm glad I could be intaking that. And duck feathers, human hair even, all these things that are not a part of the human food chain necessarily, they're putting in certain products out there. Neolife stands by whole food and sticking to how God created food to work. That is taking the nutrients from the foods we already eat and putting it in a concentrated form for us to not gain all the carbs, not gain all the sugars, so it can get into our bodies faster. So that entails whole grains, fruits and vegetables, salmon, seeds and nuts, right? Their products are organic, GMO-free, like rated for all toxicity levels, 0 tolerance, and they have the highest effectiveness rate of any product on the market. They have 3 superior product lines. We're going to focus on cellular nutrition, but they also have skincare, an amazing skincare line, which they actually just did a talk on at our business retreat, and it was incredible just breaking down like what actually goes into the formulation of the skincare and actually comparing it to France, the French skincare system, which is actually they have one of the best skincare products in the world, but they source their skincare from a lot of their stuff comes from like the coral reefs, certain amazing. I don't even know. The seawater, but also the coral, something like that. It's just amazing for that. I don't even know that much about the skincare, but I know that we are up to par with the French apparently, and we got home care cleaning products. So in terms of nutrition is what we're going to focus on. This is our core 3, but these products I'll break down each one by one. We have the Pro Vitality is number 1, basic, like everybody should be on this. This is what I take every day, along with the shakes. But looking for energy, weight management, helps with hormones, mental health, immunity boost, just all these factors. Here we go. So I'll break down the Pro Vitality. It's got omega-3s, potent, not just like decomposing or what's the word? Rancid. Yeah, when it's not effective. And they have carotenoid antioxidants to boost immunity. We have these lipids and sterols, which come from the whole grains, and just extra vitamin and minerals, all in this one pack, right? And so the Trianin is what I love the most. This is actually one of my favorite products, and it's actually the one that Neolife started on. It is their whole grain concentrates. It fills in the whole grain gap, which I was talking about earlier. It's actually one of the most crucial nutrients to the human body because our cells are made up of, let me go next. our cells are made up of these lipids and sterols, the same thing that the grain oils contain. And this is what, without the grain oils in your diet, our cells get clogged up. They kind of callous around the outside, and they don't allow nutrients to get in or waste to get out. So they get inflamed, and then it causes all sorts of problems. And if your cells are having problems, well, our bodies are made up, every part of our body is made up of cells. Our eyes, ears, hair, all organs are made up of cells. And so if our cells aren't working right, it's granted that there's going to be issues. So with the grain oils, they studied and found that it actually makes the cell permeable again, putting those lipids and sterols back in, and it allows the waste to get out and the nutrients to get in, and it filters like a cell should, and just keeps your body is able to do miraculous things when your cells are working well. A study was done at Texas A&M, which is a very credible source, and multiple other places, but specifically Texas, was shown that the Treonine product boosted nutrient utilization. So whatever you put in your body, you're going to receive 50% more of, your body's going to be able to use 50% more of that nutrient just because the grain oils are available to your cell. Next is the carotenoid complex, which also it has been patented by Neolife because it is. I love the story behind it because they actually back when Dr. Arthur First was in charge, they pioneered so many areas in Neolife, and specifically they found the carotenoids. They found the spikes in the beta carotenes and the different carotenoids in the fruits and vegetables, which no company had done before. So once they found, like, this breakthrough was crazy, and they had to patent it because no other company had this. This product, just fruits and vegetables literally, but in a concentrated form, was shown to boost immunity capacity by 37% in roughly 20 days. And the USDA has proven its efficacy. And the Pro Vitality specifically contains about 80 pounds of fruits and vegetables per box. So, as I said, it was proven to boost immunity. If you're looking for that. Omega-3s are kind of a trending topic right now. I think scientists are just now starting to discover that omegas are important for inflammation and fighting against just inflammation in the body. There's so much that can go wrong between cells becoming inflamed and not working right, and it's helpful for heart health, cardio, brain function. There's a lot of things that omegas help with. This product is the only product so far on the market to contain all 8 omega-3s, which I don't think should be that hard, but apparently nobody's caught on yet. Neolife likes to keep all of their nutrients in the family. If you find an omega in a place, take all the omegas to keep them together because they work synergistically. Most omega products out there, you'll find maybe 2 out of the 8 in a salmon oil product if you're lucky, and even then they might be rancid and contain heavy metals that actually are harmful to you. So Neolife is tested for over 200 contaminants, toxins, and they don't allow any. They're 100% clean and proven in clinical trials to reduce inflammation. I'm going to need your help again, Riley. There we go. They increased the omega-3 index in that body by week 8, 38% increase, and 68% decrease in inflammation throughout the body, cells, brain, anything like that. Reducing triglycerides by 17%, and this was all done in 8 weeks, and so continuing that use will just be of benefit to you. And then last but not least, in this Pro Vitality, we have the essential vitamin and mineral complex, which is just filling in. It's got extra nutrients, extra vitamins that help kind of synergistically work together with fruits and vegetables to fill in the gaps, if you say. It's just what we're missing in our diets. It also includes, I think this is a new product. an updated product, I should say, and it exclusively contains plant-based enzymes to be able to support digestion, to be able to, if somebody has an intolerance in an area or kind of is sensitive, those nutrients help kind of get that food down. Also part of the Core 3 is the shake, which I also drink every single day. It is amazing. It's the best tasting one that I've ever had. Also, it's the only shake to contain all 22 amino acids. I'll get to that. They help with retaining muscle. We've got branched chain amino acids, which you might have heard of before in different protein shake products. They actually, there are a lot of synthetic made amino acids out there, and your body doesn't recognize them, so it's actually pointless. You might as well just not put it in. And there's so many different technologies, if you may, inside of the shake, but helps with weight loss, helps with weight gain as well. It kind of balances out what your body should be at. I've noticed that until I started working out, I have perfect BMI. Now gaining a little bit of muscle. Like I'm just a little bit over my BMI because I put on more muscle than I actually weigh. But other than that, like my BMI stays at what it should be. And exclusively the glycemic response control technology, which some people, especially certain people who struggle maybe with diabetes or anybody, that when you eat food, your body naturally will break that down into sugars. Any excess that doesn't get used, it'll get broken down into sugar and spike all of a sudden, and you'll crash. You notice after you eat a big lunch during work or something, you might spike for a second, but then you feel tired afterwards. That's that, like all of a sudden shock. The way that the NeoLife shake works, it actually balances that out, as you can see. I think maybe on the next slide, I'll get to it. It keeps you within the range so that you're not just highs, lows all day, and keeps you regulated through that. Each shake has 18 grams of protein, which is about what the body needs or can take in at one time. All 22 amino acids. This is one of the coolest things. I didn't realize it until just recently, but the amino acids are actually super important to every function, pretty much every function in your body. That is with of course muscle growth, with any type of cellular growth. The amino acids are necessary to create different amino acids. You need a combination of them, and there are millions, if not billions, of different functions that go on in the body that require them. So if you're lacking in a few amino acids, you're going to have a failure in an area, or more likely to. Your body's going to try and compensate, and then you're gonna lose nutrients in a whole. They have a very high protein quality score, one of the highest, I think, compared to, is that the same thing that's compared to an egg? Like the digestibility rating is about like an egg is 1, and I think they're 1.7. So like the closest that you can get basically with a protein shake, egg has the highest digestibility score. Fiber, some vitamins and minerals, all these things that they put in there to make a perfectly balanced meal. You can't just have protein, because just protein by itself is most of it's going to be wasted if your body can't have the other nutrients to utilize the protein like it should. Those amino acids work as keys to unlock the proteins. There's whole food antioxidants, and like we said, the glycemic response. Like I said, these 22 amino acids help with all these things, especially digestive enzymes. So specifically, if you have a food intolerance, or like we see a lot of lactose intolerance, gluten intolerance these days, any type of allergens, most of the time they're related to a lack of enzymes, which is most of the time due to a lack of amino acids. If you're lacking in amino acids, you can't build the right enzyme to lock onto the protein. So then your body says, oh, this is a virus or something bad, so I'm going to set off a red alert, and you might go into hives, you might go into some, I don't know, cardiac arrest. I don't know what happens when you get allergic, thankfully. But Also with hormones, collagen in our skin. You can't just eat collagen to get collagen. Like amino acids actually build that. And maintaining blood sugar levels. That's glycemic response. Man, it helps every time. What's not inside is all of this stuff. Artificial flavors, sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, nothing GMO, everything organic, nothing trans fat, hydrogenated, no toxins either. And we already talked about that. I will skip. So all these things, the Neolife Shake helps with weight loss, cardio, protective. It reduces the bad cholesterol and puts in the good cholesterol, so that we're not getting like clogging in our veins and higher risk of a heart attack, right? So they have the weight program for life, which I do kind of, for the most part, I do a shake and breakfast. You know, I don't go too crazy with it, but I try to eat balanced meals where I can. They recommend if you're trying to lose weight, 2 shakes a day, and that is ideal. A balanced meal at night, and you're getting all the nutrients that your body needs to function well. Along with the Core 3 is this is one of our newer products, Elevate, which is an energy drink that's one of the cleanest energy drink on the market. I love Elevate, and because it helps with all of these things while no synthetic sweeteners, nothing that's going to be harmful to me, no toxins. Helps with energy, mental clarity and focus, which I need a lot of the time. Always seeming to get distracted pretty easily. I find when I drink Elevate, it helps a lot. Mood and hydration. I drink this day in and day out just to add to my electrolyte count, right? This I could go more into this. I'll just touch on it real quick. Got 120 milligrams caffeine and 200 milligrams of pure L-theanine, which you might see some products out there that contain L-theanine, but I don't even think it's L-theanine. They contain some kind of theanine that's synthetic and it doesn't work. The way that this works is it's an energy drink, but without the big boost of just craziness, right? It actually, the way that the nootropics work, they balance out the caffeine, giving you the good effects, so you're getting a nice clean energy without the spike or without the crash at the end of the caffeine runoff. So I love Elevate. This is a friend of ours. I think, did she win the challenge? She won the year challenge. She lost 160 pounds in 15 months using the weight loss solution. I think she's doing really well. And there are tons of other stories I could go through, but I'll spare you from that. So we got over 80. I think there might be another slide. There's over 80 products. That's what I heard the other day. We got tons in all different areas. But specifically the Pro Vitality is that's what I recommend. Everybody should be on. I live by it. I trust that it works. In total, it contains 12 pounds of true whole grains, 80 pounds of raw fruits and vegetables, and 10 servings of omega-3 rich fish, plus the multivitamin, which people are already paying big bucks for, and it's still not working. Think about what would this cost if you tried to get this much in groceries. I tried to think of 80 pounds of fruits and vegetables. I think it was like I couldn't. It was too hard to break down like how much you would have to buy to be able to get every single serving and then eat that much and you gain all the carbs, all of the sugars with it. Instead, they've put it in a concentrated form, and the price of this is, let me break it down, only $1.96 a day for 4 different vitamins that are helping with 4 key areas that we're lacking in, and actually effective in those areas. And then with that, the Neolife Shake, you may say, oh, is it worth it? Is it not? The Neolife Shake is actually, I think, updated prices. Well, I don't know how how accurate this is. It might be a little more expensive now. You know, I go to not McDonald's. I go to Wendy's or something and get like it's like $15. I don't get a McDonald's. That's great.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, maybe Taco Bell. Even then, it's like $15 for a meal after tax and everything. You add a drink, it goes way up. And we add plus medical bills because you don't. I don't even know what's gonna happen after that. Too much of that. Versus the Neon Life Shake only costing $3.31 a meal. I think that's not including Texas chicken, but whatever. But for one meal, you're getting everything you need, a complete meal, all of your amino acids, all of the fiber that you need, all the protein you need, that your body needs to function optimally. That's for one meal. Versus an incomplete meal that's actually doing a detriment to you. I think this is a way better deal. It could be just me, but then this darn clicker. There we go. That's back, right? Yeah. So these are the different. We have 4 different health solutions. I think they took the sport pack off, but we have just the basic. The Pro Vitality is $1.83 a day. I think this is combined tax and shipping. We have the breakfast solution, which let's go to that. Yeah, we have the breakfast solution, which I think it might be the best seller, might not. It was until we came out with Core 3, but the breakfast solution comes with that Pro Vitality and the shakes combined. All those to get everything you need, not just the amino acids, but everything. And then the Core 3 comes with these plus the Elevate, getting all that, and then a weight loss pack for anybody who wants. I mean, maybe you skip 2 meals a day and you want to fill that gap. At some point I want to be doing the weight loss pack just because I like the shakes, and if I don't have to make a second meal, I'm cool with that. So those are the prices for each one. If you're $6.70 a day for all of this quality plus a full meal, a complete meal replacement is a steal. So I think it said on this slide, you can get this through, you can get it retail, or you can get it through becoming you can become a club member, and you get an automatic 10% off as a club member. There are a lot of benefits. It's free to join, free to sign up. It's mainly just so that you have access to order again if you want. You get up to 20% off retail if you put it on a kind of a monthly renewal. It comes straight to your home. You get what you spend on shipping. You earn that back, and you can spend it on different products. They want to be able to incentivize you in whatever way they can. You get your own website. You can share that with people, and you get the 3 for free program. That's why sharing the personal website is such a cool feature. I think it might actually break it down. I'm not sure. The 3 for free program is amazing. It's basically where you can get, if you want to take some products and you might see the price and be like, oh, okay, maybe not right now, but you want to get it for free, you can. They give you that option if you know of 3 people who would be interested in also doing the products, and you get yours for free. That works up to 2 different health solutions. You can get them for free. That would be 6 friends on a health pack, which I think all of us probably know of 6 people, 3 or 6 people who could use something like this. You get to join the challenge for free, and just be a part of the community. I think my mom won the 90 day, my dad won the 90, and I won the 90. He also won the 1 year challenge, which they just give tons of prizes away just to incentivize you to challenge yourself. He specifically did with weight loss. I think when I did the 90 days, it was like $500 cash, $500 product, or it wasn't product. They took that out. I don't know, something like that. Gear, yeah. And they just incentivize and make it fun for you. I think maybe it goes into 3 for free. Yeah. So this is how that works. You plus 3 friends on the health pack, you get yours for free, and that is what I like to help everybody get because it incentivizes you, and you get to share that with more people. They can also get theirs for free. Everybody can do it. So there are a few ways. Well, there's the NeoFit 90. I think that's updated with. They choose 4 winners every 90 days, so you can join whenever. $500 cash and gear, or the 1 year challenge after that. is $1,000 cash, $1,000 shopping spree, $1,000 in product, the whole makeover. They do a whole big deal for it, and that's my next goal. That's what I'm working towards. But you get those options as a club member. They also have an option to join as a promoter, which I won't go into that, but that's just if you want to be even extra incentivized to, if you share with friends and you're like, well, I might as well make a little bit off of this, go ahead and they'll help you. You are an advertisement, and people see that, and we go off of word of mouth, people we can trust, and so that's why they help build a lifestyle for those who want to share and help people get healthy. So overall, yeah, you can make different monthly, whatever, but overall, that's just a quick glance at Neolife. There's so much more, so many more products, but that's just core, foundational, what Neolife stands for, the science that backs them. They have tons of credible science. You could go into that all day. That's sometimes what I get caught up in, but the ultimate fact is that we are missing things in our diet, and we need to be putting certain things back in if we want to. I think if we want to live the way that God designed our bodies to work, and the body will do amazing things when our cells are working well. And so with that, I think unless anybody has any questions, that's the end of what I have. But I thank you guys for your time, and I hope that you're a little more informed than you were before you came, that some of this was helpful, and I just appreciate you guys being here to support. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Anybody? Sweet. Okay. Well, man, well, I really appreciate you guys being here because this was a good thing to get out. I've been excited to share this because what it did for our family. Can't keep it a secret, and just want to make sure that everybody can know about it. If you know of anybody, feel free to share with friends. I'd love to talk to them. I know Riley, or any of us would love to talk to them. Just get that word out, and the more we can get out, the more we can help people. So, yeah. Feel free to mingle, feel free to do whatever, but thank you.
Thank you, Jaden.
Thank you.
You have anything to contribute?
No, I just clicked
Just kidding. Yes, thank you for clicking the slides.
I gained 20 pounds taking the Neolife shake.
Oh yeah.
I told you I could get up.
It's very fun, actually. Like, my hands are cold, my hands are freezing, but my back is
I was going to.
Riley!
Oh, I was actually
The
thinking.
heat just turned on.
So I was wanting to do like 15.
I'm sitting there like sweating from my hands.
Thank you guys for
Rick, watch out.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's amazing.
Riley Glenn.
Hey, you guys made it. Hey, you weren't supposed to make it. They are. That's what I said. Like this heater was blowing on my legs and making me sweat, except for my hands. That was
Riley Glenn.
We've been seeing some victories there. So trying to get her down.
Riley Glenn.
Come to enough to know.
She loves it.
Where it's like,
What happened with that? No, I mean, it was showing over here on the screen. It was showing, but I don't think there was any way to combine it with the other screen, or it wasn't combined with the other screen.
I don't think it was mine, was it?
What?
Did you end it?
I didn't do anything.
Riley, did you end the live? Did you tell them thank you?
I ended it after you said thank you.
Just like,
I ended it after you stopped rolling around. I let you. I don't have Instagram.
Did you see who all was on?
A lot of people kept joining and logging off.
Oh, okay.
Jesse, Braden, Jesse Fouts, Braden Blaine, Mercy Habacost, your mom, Brooke, Dennis Rand, people that I've never heard of before.
Just for the week.
Oh, three friends.
Yeah, I like that popping. I was right there.
I don't think you guys
Every time I go like that,
are
it was like popping.
That was the key.
I mean, it didn't hurt.
Yeah, you comment on them and it's like this person like always at the bottom. Whenever you go on a video and go to the comments and some person you know is there, you're like,
And that's kind of the reason that we see like Italy or any of those other places that they're eating. I didn't know that they eat pasta.
I saw Joel. I saw this guy.
We've heard of friends that go somewhere else and they're eating all the food. Most of the time it's either like the stuff that we're putting on our produce or anything like that, or GMOs, which most countries don't, and most other countries allow GMOs. There's a lot of
Yeah, I know. America has a lot of things like.
it's unfortunate. Water. Is this mine?
There's a chocolate and strawberry.
Oh, we didn't even do the shake.
I like the strawberry better.
Oh my goodness.
The majority is strawberry.
Whoever stays longer.
Didn't get the shake samples, Gabby. 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 You didn't bring out some shake samples.
I was thinking of it just said.
I was thinking of it, but then I didn't want to interrupt.
Why didn't you say it? Say, hey, where's the shake?
Yeah, and mommy's cheating video.
You like vanilla? We got extra.
How do you make this go down the rest of the way?
What?
What is it?
You
What is the theory?
turn it.
Already did.
Counterclockwise. You know, like some people find it really hard, like you gain more, and then if you're trying to lose weight, you need water.
I don't want to break.
My face is really hot. I've only done that one at a time, and your face is really hot. So light. Yeah. How long have you been doing it? 20 years. Yeah. Jaden. Wow. There's some good meditation.
She told me about it last night.
We mainly, I mean, I was mainly trying to learn good nutrition for during pregnancy, like it's.
We want some shakes and
And then just realized through taking
Like,
different.
no, like they know when you're home. We don't know when you're home.
So I kind of stopped taking them for a few years.
Why don't we? I said we do mug cake.
And then, like in my early 40s, I realized my health wasn't
Like, I don't know what.
well,
you guys know you can come here without being invited, right?
I've been on
You came here to go to the PF.
You
You come here when we're not here.
like through pregnancy.
Oh, Emma! What are you doing here? We just came to use your bathroom.
I don't know what that screen's doing every time I go to.
You can use the bathroom
Well,
anytime.
To download the video, we
Like
just
I
need to
just
archive
said,
on
you
Instagram.
need to write it
We go to
over.
archive
Like a cousin's, like,
Before you do that,
every month, and we never go last.
Leadership.
story archive, live archive.
So it was the. I thought you were. Hey, I thought you were having a good day.
know, and it's not. Oh, on the 26th. And I only take it because I mean, that was one of the, like when I first came.
I don't remember the last time I was invited.
And I decided to start promoting them.
Hey, you guys are not
Take
good.
them and do That's kind of like what Mary Kay or anything else. Like,
Now we're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna download it.
You guys gotta move that Iron Blade part. You guys are gonna be right. Well, she started it right now. Your first started.
Okay.
No.
You can probably close the tab or whatever. Did you have to sign up for an account?
Well, you can close that. That's Twitch. No, I didn't. I just. It's a bummer that the camera didn't work. But wait, did it? No.
It was work. You could see it over here, but it wasn't combined with the video.
Oh, interesting.
I brought it.
That's pretty clean. So
Hey, how do you sign out of this?
47 minutes. Well, sign out.
How do you sign out of this?
Go profile.
You gotta pay for that.
Actually, go to yeah, go to more.
Oh shoot!
So chronological. So instead of
Oh my goodness!
Mark, Luke, John, it's like Matthew, John, Mark, like it like saying, you know, like Jesus still the leper, like in all, like in one day, you know, whatever. So it's like, yeah. So it's just like the same timeline, you know. So that's the first time we've ever done the chronological one.
Discard the video.
We're gonna do.
Well, just close the tab. See what happens. Yeah. I don't want to like explicitly close it, but
Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely hops around, which is cool. So, but I want to experience that one, and then I want to do another one. So, but yeah,